Hi, everybody. My name is Esther, and I want to give you a small introduction into why I do what I do and what I source from. So in my early days, really as a child, I started out on the stages, and that was like acting stages, singing stages. I was trained to become an opera singer. I sang jazz, drum and bass, techno, whatever, all kinds of music streams. And I was building myself a career for like more than 20 years. I have been taken part in more than 25, 30 film productions, sometimes as a lead, oftentimes as a side character. However, that was my life on the stages, performing, having to be there, having to, know what it is to deal with stress. Then came the burnout. And in the first part of my life, I had been trained, very physically also, because when you learn to become an actress, your body is one of the most important tools that you have. So of course dancing was part of it, of course all forms of body language, all forms of learning how to use micromimics, how to really transcend what it is that's going on inside of you as the character, or as you being the actor coming into the form of the character. In my burnout, I couldn't do anything anymore. I was in a way, I was struck down, robbed of all my tools, of everything I've ever been. And I went to seek help, and the burnout was connected to all panic attacks, all sorts. I couldn't breathe, I couldn't drive a car, I couldn't swim anymore. There was so many things going on, I hardly could leave the house. So then I went to search for a therapist, and that therapist, he is a very interesting character. I oftentimes describe him a little bit like the Timothy Leary of our time. So he is a person that knows from all drugs of the jungle, from really ancient techniques to systemic coaching, NLP, and classic therapy. And he was on my side, and after a very short time, he said to me, "What are your plans in life?" And I was like, "I have no idea." He's like, "I'm going to tell you. If you allow me, I'm going to train you." I was like, "Hey, yeah, why not?" So we started for like more than 2 years, but 2 years, let's say, is a good container in which it was, very frequent. We started to work together. We were always working on my case, and then afterwards we were working on other cases. Through him, I learned systemic coaching. I learned many tools from neurolingual programming. I learned behavioral therapy, and I took that into forming a new idea of who I could be in this life and what my service to you could be. And in that process, I understood that I wanted to have a little bit more that connected me to the true self. And that was Kundalini Yoga. It found me early in, I think, I don't know, 2010 or something like, or maybe even before. So for many years, I had been doing yoga, which was, I think I started in 2000. And then for many years, I did Kundalini Yoga, and then it found me as in the teacher realm. So I started Kundalini Yoga. Through Kundalini Yoga, I was introduced to the singing crystal bowls, which gave me my voice back because I couldn't sing anymore. But using the crystal singing bowls, they opened up something in me that really released my natural voice once again and allowed me to express myself through this God-given tool. I came to do a hypnosis training, then an advanced hypnosis training, therapeutic meditation, which is a whole different story than just meditation, breath work, of course, anatomy, all those kind of things. And at some point I understood, I can combine what I have learned in my first life as an actress on the stages, dealing with lots of stress, with panic attacks on stages, and with fears connected around that, but having to perform, to this very holistic approach that I have started to open up in my burnout and afterwards, which brought me to become a coach. And this is why I say I'm an interdisciplinary coach, because I really range from back in the days to what I am doing today. I mean, we all do. Nevertheless, I incorporate a lot from a field that is when you look at the entertainment industry, it is basically, it is a dense container of what we experience in small every day when we step out of the door, because the moment we step out of the door, we perform. The moment we step into the company we work for, we perform. The moment we have to present a topic or whatever in our companies, in our families even, we perform. And we get anxieties around that, we get certain behaviors, certain forms we put on, right? And it's not our authentic self in a way. Nevertheless, the authentic self is always a little bit part of that. So I took that and brought it into something that is really a interdisciplinary work of bringing together who we are in our private lives, who we want to be in this world, how we want to shape it, in connection to the things we all have to do, which is do our job, run our families, take care of our surrounding, our friends, take care of ourselves, our needs, our wishes, our dreams, all those kind of things. So when I work and I see that someone very specific is needed, I will lead you on to that specific person, because sometimes you need a person that is an absolute specialist that knows this one field inside and out. May it be a physical doctor, may it be another kind of coach, a therapist, whatever you name it. All else, I am bridging between who you want to be, who you used to be, who you are today in your business life, in your dreams for the future, in your family, even in your sexual romantic life. I am the middle point, the hub, right? And this is what I'm here for. This is what I'm offering you. And if, for example, you have a project in your company where you have to perform something, you have to present something, and every time you do that, it happens that you cannot breathe, or you don't get to get your mind wrapped around the topic, you lose yourself, and you afterwards, you always leave with a, damn it could have been better. I help you. Because I know what it feels like. I know what it is. And if you have panic attacks, no matter if in your private life, in your business life, whatever, but you're suffering from severe anxieties and all those kind of things, I am trained with the Bernhardt method. I'm an advanced trainer in that. And in the end, whatever it is you have, you can always find out the structure your brain is using and change that structure, change your patterns, and therefore change the way you act in the future, so that one day you can look back at your past and be like, wow, done good, instead of, oh, it made me who I am, right? Freedom, freedom of choice, freedom of living your love, your life, the things you dream, the things you have to give, the things you want to take in. This is my work. This is what I'm helping you to unleash within yourself. I don't necessarily sell containers because I don't believe that every person out there needs 10 sessions. Usually, I must say 4 is the max. Oftentimes, 1 or 2 sessions is absolutely enough to get you jump started. But of course, if you want to have like a consistent, support, I'm here for you. Reach out. Can't wait to see you, to connect with you, and to get you going. Thank you for listening, and I'm wishing you a beautiful day. Yours, Esther.